Okay, so this is going to be a continuation of our previous chapter. So in our previous chapter, we had created an API, and that API would basically take in a city as an input, and it would give you a structured output. So you can check out this video. The link would be over here. So once you've done that, the next thing that you would probably need to do is create a simple UI for it. Now, there are multiple LLMs that are available that can generate the UI, but probably the best one right now is Claude AI. So now remember, based on different use cases, you have to choose the best LLM. So if you're doing video related work, then right now Gemini is the best. So similarly, if you're doing any coding, then the best tool that you could probably use is Claude. So in this example, it's going to be a very short video. I'm going to create a very simple UI using Claude, and I'm going to show you how that is done. So let's first create a very simple UI. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to create a UI using Paint, and then I'm going to copy that into Claude, and then I'm going to ask Claude to generate that UI. So let's see how we can do that. Okay, so the first thing that we'll do is we'll go to the function that we created in our previous chapter. Now you can always go to the link here and see how this function was created. So what we need to do is we need to go to the triggers. We need to copy this URL. So the first thing I'll do is I'll try to run it on Postman. So I have my Postman running, and in the body I'll just print the set of addresses. So now I'll click on send. So if this gives you a 403 error, that means your function does not have access to the outside world. So what you need to do is you need to go back to your function. You need to go to permissions and click on grant access, and then you need to do all users here. So you can click on all users and give it the Cloud Function Invoker rule. So this is important. Without this, you wouldn't be able to access your API. So click on save, allow public access. Now I'll be deleting this function once this video is over, so you wouldn't be able to access this. So let's go back to our Postman and let's see whether we get the answer this time around. So this time you can see that you got this particular response. Okay, so now that you got your API and your response, now let's start creating our front end for this. Now it's going to be a very basic front end. It's just to show you the capability of Claude AI and nothing more than that. Okay, so the first thing we'll do is we'll design a very simple page. So let's go back to our whiteboard again. What I'll do is I will just create, or I'll try to mimic an HTML page. So what I would want is basically a page that looks something like this. Here would basically be the prompt where you put the address. And then here would be the response. So this would be an input field, and this would be a text field. So let's use this as a template to create our HTML. So what I'll do is I'll just cut this portion of the page. So let's save this. So once you've done this, let's go to Claude AI. Now you can access Claude AI using this particular URL. Now it's free to use, but it's a little restricted. So it's a little restricted, but for our purpose, it's pretty fine. So what I'll do is I'll click on this add content. I will just take that particular JPEG, and then let's write our prompt. So this is what my prompt looks like. It just asks the Claude AI to just create a simple HTML page. The address is basically the input text. So this is the address, which takes in the address. These addresses will serve as a body to the API. So here I mentioned the API as well. And then the body needs to be formatted with the particular format. So this is how the body for that particular API should be. So it gives you a particular detailed explanation along with this HTML page. Now the problem with this HTML page is you cannot run this directly. You have to basically copy this into your local and then run that. So one thing I missed out was basically my particular prompt or my particular function did not have your cores enabled. So I had to add this particular piece of code. Now again, this particular code, I will paste it in the description below so you can get it from there. So this thing was added later so that cores was enabled. So once I have got this particular piece of code, all that I need to do is I just need to copy it and just run it in my local. So here I've copied that into my local. So it's just a very simple HTML file. And here you can see that this was how the HTML was generated. So everything was already done for. So if you go back to the code, so you can just go to your code and you can see it picks up this particular API and it was able to format it in this particular format. So it was basically able to figure out that this was basically how the body format should look like. And the HTML response is pasted in this particular part. So let's see whether this works. So let's pick up a simple address. So I'll just copy this address and I'll paste it here. And you can see that you get this response. Now, again, you can format this based on how you want it. So this is a very simple video on how you can use your Claude AI to generate HTML. So remember that every LLM has its strengths and weaknesses. So when it comes to coding, at this moment, there is no better tool to use than Claude AI. So especially if you want to create HTMLs or front-end applications. So that's it for this one. I'll see you in the next.